Hello and many blessings to you out there. I'm happy to be back sharing a little sliver of what Veronica and I do. One of the things that we do, or that we be, is we are committed to mindfulness, and we're committed to living a life of mindfulness and meditation. And what we thought we'd share today is just how to begin that journey, or to supplement your journey, where it's not just about sitting on the mat or the cushion, but how you can really live this in your day. So where can we find these little slivers in our day to retune in to why we're here? Why would mindfulness be a blessing during the day?
Yeah.
How do we bring meditation into your day? Just little slivers and little pockets, because I know we all have full schedules, and we have this constant voice saying, I don't have enough time. So how can we shift that into a reality that there's plenty of time for everything? And if that speaks to you, where you feel like you don't have enough time, then this video is for you.
What if you could become more mindful without having to change one thing in your schedule?
How does that sound?
How does that sound?
You already have a full schedule, and you're like wondering, how in the world could I add in even another 5 minutes of something? So where can you fit mindfulness and meditation into your day?
Well, first of all, what is mindfulness? Very simply, we have other videos on this, but very, very simply, what mindfulness is, it's basically present moment awareness. So rather than being caught in the story of our lives, the past, the future, what are you doing in an hour, what happened yesterday, rather than repeating memories in our minds over and over again of how a certain meeting went, in the office earlier this morning, or whatever that thought pattern is, it's about pausing, taking a breath, and focusing your awareness on the present moment. Now, obviously, that's not always easy, right? Like if you're in the middle of a meeting, if you're in the middle of something, you obviously need to think, you need to be engaging your thought patterns.
And there is an opportunity. So a lot of the times what we're doing is we're just spinning our wheels. Like Veronica said, we're either dropping into the past and pulling that forward, or we're rushing into the future thinking about something that's not here. And absolutely, there's the time and a place where we need to fully activate our mind, and then there's these opportunities, like being at an elevator, or at a stoplight, or in the taxi cab, or in the subway, or doing the dishes.
Yeah.
All of these different places that you don't actually need to be thinking the whole time. You don't actually need to be at your phone tapping and texting to the nameless person who doesn't really need the text back right now. What you can do is take advantage of this time to really be present, to be mindful, to be fully here. So you can just drop it.
Yeah, and I mean, an example of that is, I love the elevator one. So standing at an elevator waiting, let's say you're running late to a meeting, it's so easy to just like look at your watch and think, oh my God, what's going to happen when I get into the meeting? I'm running late, da 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 da. Instead, to use that time to recharge your body, recharge your mind, really come into that peaceful mind by simply watching the numbers go up or down if you're at the lobby, and just breathing as you pay attention to what's right in front of you. Anything that's in the present moment, something you can physically touch, see, hear, taste, right? Smell.
Like the sun shining on us. We just feel it.
We
That'll bring
feel
us
it.
into the present moment.
Exactly. I feel the land beneath us. The breeze is brushing on my face right now. Those are examples of gateways really into the present moment, to be aware of what you can see. So in those 20 seconds of watching the numbers go down on the elevator, you can simply be activating your breath, which is a key to mindfulness, and becoming aware of what's right in front of you. And in that, you are literally recharging your body by dropping out of the thinking mind and deepening into present moment awareness.
So there's a saying that goes, wherever you begin a project or something new, whatever energy putting into that is the energy that is going to be infused into that, and it actually carries forward, and it actually sets the imprint of the project or the relationship or the meeting. So we have all these different encounters and meetings through the day. And do you prefer to bring the energy of stress or chaos or all of the problems that you may be thinking about into that next project? Or would you like a clean slate so you can move into that new project or this new opportunity or this new meeting from a place of clearness, wholeness, stillness, peace. And then if you choose that, then you can use these timeless keys, the elevator, the taxi cab, the stoplight, the dishes, whatever it is, before you go into that next thing, that next project, that next meeting. And you're just bringing in presence.
Yeah.
And then that's how it starts.
And if you feel anxiety or you feel some kind of emotion that's uncomfortable before you're going into a meeting or going on a date, this applies to anything. It can be challenging to come into present moment awareness when the mind is racing and the physiology is literally, shaky. So an opportunity is actually to breathe into that, to ask yourself, what do I feel right now? And locate it in your body. Just simply feel it. Oh, my heart's racing. Perfect. That's just like the breeze. That's something that's present here in the moment that you can actually be with. So rather than going, oh, I don't want to feel this, which, what we resist persists, breathe into it and become aware of it and allow it. Allow the heart beating to actually expand, to grow, rather than fighting it. And don't take our word for it. This is just something to explore, to discover. 20 seconds of practicing something like this has great power. So just to recap, simply become present with something that's here, whether it's the buttons on the lights on the elevator, or your breath, or your heart beating, or the sound of the birds. Pick one thing and breathe as you place your awareness on that. Take a pause, and then move into your day, or that meeting, or that date.
So then that's our opportunity now, is just to really just come into the body, come into the breath. You just take an inhale in through the nose, and an exhale out through the mouth. And you're either present with us, or you're present with your eyes open or closed, or with something in the room, and you're just fully here. Thoughts may come in, you just recognize them, and they're just coming in and they're moving out rather than you going with them.
One more deep breath. All of our love. Mwah.
It's an honor to be with you. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Ciao for now.